Welcome, gears and girls. My name is Gajitz, and this is episode 21 of FTB Infinity Evolved Skyblock. Alright, so last episode we got our thermal centrifuge, and in between episodes, we've been getting everything ready for our nuclear. I think we better build it. So over here, what I did was I just chucked the chest on the back, and it's just feeding in crushed uranium. And then this guy is pulling out the crushed uranium, and now it's I don't want to hold that. I don't want that in my inventory. You know what? Because we're going to be playing with that all day, or like for this whole episode, let's just switch all of that over. And also chuck all of this in here, because we're going to need all of this later on anyway. So, we can pick that up now, and chuck it in there. So, yeah, we've been making all of this up. I moved this over to here, our water, just to tidy this up, because we're going to need the space, and we're going to need the water for something else. And I've been trying to think of where I want to stick the reactor, and I think I'll just stick it right over here. It's far enough out of the way that it's not going to cause a problem, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. Because I was thinking of sticking it over there or over here, but I think they're too close to animals and also too close to other things, like namely our whole sifting thing right here, which is going great guns. So without further ado, let's get on to our crafting. First off, we're going to need our canning machine, which is tin castings, a basic machine frame, and electronic circuit. So we're going to need actually two of those. So let's grab our 9 basic machine frames and our 5 circuits. And we're going to need 5 of these. Yeah, we might as well grab 5. Doesn't really matter. And then you and you and you and you. We're going to need. I'm going to make 2 advanced just because I can. And we'll leave that there because we'll need more advanced later on. What's in here? Yep, we're going to need our iron furnace. But we're going to actually need to turn our iron furnace into something a little better, which I think it's the electric furnace. So where are you, iron plates? Really? Am I all the way at the end? No, I'm not there yet. Ah, here we are, iron plates. So if we get this guy and make our iron plates with this guy at the bottom, and we grab our battery from in here, we can make our generator, which we need. I think that's about it. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to need 2 canning machines, so we'll just make up 1 more of those. Bam. And last but not least, we need to make up our reactor chamber. So we're going to chuck those in there and grab 9 of them. Then over here, we need 3 reactor chambers for our build, along with our generator and an advanced circuit, which gives us our nuclear reactor. We're also going to need some building blocks. I guess dirt will do. Now, it's pretty risky putting this over here, but I'm not really too worried about it because I'm going to go with a pretty safe setup. It's going to be a little bit slow, but I'd rather go slow over fast anyway. So yeah, if you just put 1 piece of dirt down or something, because these guys, which I didn't want to do that, go. I keep forgetting that if you break those wrong, you get you only get the basic machine frames back. So don't break them, pick them up. Where are you? Lead. Because I'm going to need to make that back up now. There we go. Alright, we'll just chuck 4 in there. Wait for that. But basically, you can't place these guys on the ground. They need to be placed next to a reactor. So if you place your reactor up in the air, it means you can place this one down on the ground, because it recognizes that. And as you can see, we've got the full thing, but we don't have the last one because we accidentally broke that, which was an idiotic move on my part. Also, we're going to need our canning machine. I'm going to chuck 1 down here because I want that for later on. And I'm thinking this one over here somewhere, maybe there. And I'm going to use the reactor to power that canning machine. And we're going to need a dolly as well. This guy should be done so we can replace and fix what we did wrong. Please work. There we go. So now I can show you, if we get this and we try to place it on the ground here, it won't place. So it needs to be placed on reactor casing, so like so. Now, the other thing is we could build this in a safe room, but like I said, we're going to be going with a super safe build, so we're not going to have to worry about it. The other thing we need to do is we need to chuck these guys in here, so that's our fuel rods, so I think I have to have them somewhere else, don't I? They don't go in there. I'm pretty sure they need to be elsewhere. The other thing we need real quick is we need to test this. So let's grab 3 stacks of U and 6 stacks of U. That's 2, 5, 6. Cool. And to make our mix up, we're going to need 1, 2, 3 on top, 3 on the bottom, and then tiny piles of uranium in the middle. And this gives us enriched uranium, which we can then use as our fuel. So I hope if I click this, yeah, there we go. Now that guy just needs power. And for now, I'm just going to run some simple power over to it, like U and U. And then we'll eventually add the power from the reactor. So the reactor will power everything. And this is just so we can get plutonium. So there we go, it's canning up. Empty fuel rods are just made by extruding steel plates. Sorry, iron plates, not steel plates, so we've got iron on us. If we switch this over to extrude and we chuck an iron plate in there, it'll work pretty quick. And it will give us, I think it's just 1. Fuel rod, empty. Which is pretty cool. We can chuck these away because I don't think we need them anymore. I'm going to keep this on me because we'll need to move it in a second. And I actually want to move this over to here as well. Because what we're going to do is we're going to craft it up and then pump it straight into here. And then try to keep this filled up with like fuel rods and stuff. But we need, where is it? Oh, that's right. We need to make some of these guys, which means we need a bunch of motors, which means we need a ton of tin and copper coils, which is just a lot of copper. And I'm not going to make the basic one, so we need a ton more iron plate and iron bars. And then we're going to go up, so we need a ton more tin, copper. And then we need gold on top of that. Because I want to make sure that this thing removes as much heat as possible from our reactor. So I'm going to head off and get those components made up. And we'll be back in a little bit, I guess. Alrighty, guys. So I wasn't the most efficient in getting all this stuff, but I did do it the quickest because right now time is a little bit more important to me than, uh, yeah, than this, or like, yeah, basically waiting for the machines. And I don't have any upgrades in the machines yet, so yeah, it was gonna take a fair while. So I did the hammer crafting table way. It's way more expensive. It's twice as expensive, but eh, again, time constraints. So we just need to make up all of these and then place them into our reactor. Now, the annoying thing is, as you can see, they don't really stack. So we have to do this really slowly and really, really monotonously. And we have to go all the way up to the next version as well. So I think we can do 9 or 10 at a time. Hang on. However many I've got on me. Or however many spaces I've got on my, like, in my inventory. And then straight over to the gold. I think actually I might have enough on this. So 1 and 2. And whatever's left we'll just use up later on. Because I'm sure we'll need gold plates and all of that down the track for other things. Especially in this pack. But what we need to do now is we're going to place these in a fashion like this. So leaving like a 1 gap in between each one. Like so. And then going all the way down and around. There we go. We've done all that. Now we need our uranium fuel rods, which we've got our suit on, so it doesn't really matter. And then we're just going to fill this guy up with these single rods, because again, we just want this to deplete as fast as possible. And if we go over here, and basically, I think I'm just going to, for now, steal this guy. And we're just going to pump straight into it. I guess that's as good a side as any. So basically, when they get depleted, we're going to want to pull them out, which means we need a filter. So if we grab a few sticks, and do we have any string? Should have one piece of string lying around somewhere. We need the redstone. If not, we can just go shave some sheep. There we go. String. And basically what we're going to do with this, if you chuck it in the middle like so, and then the redstone around in the corners, and then this guy like that, you get an item filter. And if you go a redstone torch and an item filter, it'll turn it into an inverted item filter. So basically it says whatever's whatever's in the item filter, don't pull out. So we're going to say don't pull out this guy or this guy. But that might actually, you know what? That might not work because as soon as it gets down one, it might pull it out because this isn't fuzzy. I might have a think about that actually. But we do have a way. So actually, yeah, what I might do is I might say put an inverted in for that. So don't pull out the overclock, but we'll make a second item filter and we'll wait till these guys have depleted and we'll say pull out the other guy. I think, no, I can't. I have to craft it back with a stick. So let's say we need depleted Moxie, fuel rod, uranium, depleted. Can I? I can't use that. Damn. Alright. Well, let's grab a lever real quick and we will turn it on. Actually, you know what? Just so you know, if you want to turn it back, I'm pretty sure it's just another redstone torch. So yeah, it just goes back to an ordinary item filter. So we're just going to wait and then we'll just say pull out depleted. We won't use the overclocked. And an item transfer node is somewhere in here. There we go, item transfer node. Cool beans. And again, like I said, we're not going to give too much of a care about this guy getting power. All we want, so it's creating 305 EU tick, but all we care about is keeping it cool and this guy's running out as quick as possible. And with the way we've got it set up, there's no way this should overheat and explode. We could even probably like make it a little bit better, but this will do for now. And if we have like a bunch of these along here, we'll just do like a bunch of these as quick as possible. What we're going to do in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to give us depleted fuel rods, is we're going to put all this away. And I think that's probably enough magic for, sorry, enough magic, enough tech from now on, because we can't really do too much more in tech until we get rid of, like, we get these nuclear fuel rods and stuff sorted out. So what I'm thinking is we might start on magic next episode and start doing some of the magic tech tree. But with that all said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that follow and like button. And we have a nuclear reactor. So we'll see you next time. Later.